this is a sobering thing that I'm going to share with you now. And this really gave me pause. I met 2 or 3 people who were surprised to know I was from Mississippi. And, you know, we are the hospitality state. And Natchez is true Southern hospitality. And yet they had been reading headlines in the news just this week that paint our state in a very negative way. And you would think that we have made a step backwards to a time where there was great civil unrest and great oppression. You know, Dr. King spoke of his dream that even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, would be transformed into an oasis of justice and freedom. I would like to say that we are living out that dream. But if we're going to live out that dream, we've got to live it. And we've got to get beyond the politics of race and division and the politics of one over another and the politics of oppressing individuals when we should be enabling them to be the greatest rendition of themselves, as all of us should be in the eyes of God. And I actually had to defend our state in a few conversations during that short visit in Washington. I want to pray for Mississippi. And I want to pray that Natchez can be a light to the world on this highest hill, Reverend. And that as we celebrate our diversity and how far we've come, as we rally behind a monument to the U.S. colored troops, which should have been a unanimous vote, by the way, and I'm still not happy about that. And as we rally around these 27 markers, and as we rally around the restoration of Natchez College, and as we rally around the development of Forks of the Road and the development of Revels Plaza, and as we rally around all of the other things that are being done to tell the whole story, I just want to say, as we do that, let us let our light shine and let the rest of the world see that this is Mississippi. It is not a Mississippi of the past, but it is a Mississippi of the future. And I am so grateful to represent Natchez at this time in history. And Betty Jo.
I want to add, thank you for making that statement. This is reality. This week, I have had 4 African-American scholars decide not to come to Mississippi. One from Duke, one from Boston, one from New York City, and one from California.
Well, y'all be glad to talk to any of them.
Let's
I know
talk.
y'all are different.
And
We
they
are
don't
different city, and we are different state.
They don't understand. And so it's been, this week was scrambling to replace it, but that's exactly what you just talked about. They don't get it.
I will tell you, I stayed at a hotel 5 minutes from the ambassador's residence on Connecticut there, on Connecticut Avenue there in Washington. And while I was there, I just walked down the street to find, something quick to eat because I hadn't eaten all day, and ended up missing out on something to eat because I had a visit or two. One guy who just was a local who wanted to shine my shoes, and they needed to shine. And we ended up, and he had grown up in D.C., and we ended up having about an hour-long visit. And then the other, a store owner from Boston who had a really cool shop, and I stepped in. I want to just tell you something that she said. She said, I have been watching the news, and I just can't believe that someone as nice as you is from Mississippi. Her exact words.
Conversation recently with a congressman, a U.S. congressman. And I told him I don't do anything segregated. My family doesn't do anything segregated. I don't care if it's all white, all black. That's not how we were raised. We were raised in the 60s, where there was segregation and integration, and that our family was one of the first to integrate cathedral. We sacrificed our black Catholic school to integrate an all-white Catholic school. And that's not how we were raised, to do anything segregated. So as long as people in this community continue to want to do segregated things, then they can stay behind, because we're moving. And we're not the same Natchez, Mississippi that we were in the 60s. And I tell people that every day.
I am so honored to serve alongside you, Valencia Hall, Sarah Carter Smith. So honored.